2025 is over and I want to come back to my favorite 5 moments of the year. Number one, and it's not because I'm French, but the 2 finals of Roland-Garros this year were the best of all the tournaments for sure. Please tell me in comments what's your opinion on them. That's what we like in tennis. The first set was over-dominated by Arena. When you watch the first set, you think he's going to win in straight sets easy. Slowly, because of Coco's incredible mindset, incredible defensive skills, he's been able to slowly come back and start to make Arena overthink, and we could see really during the match go completely from one way to the other. This is what happens in tennis. You have to have a little something in the head, a little piece of sand. It grows, and at the end, you're a million miles away from the level you were playing in the first set. That's what happened to Arena. But I think emotionally, in terms of storytelling, in terms of suspense, the match was unbelievable. Now I go to the men's side. I rate the final between Alcaraz and Sinner at Roland-Garros in the top 5 finals of Grand Slams of all times. Because you had all the ingredients. You had first, of course, the tennis level. Players played 5 hours and a half and 5 hours and a half of unbelievable tennis. And we had everything that was possible on a tennis court kept on such a long period of time is something really impressive. And then you had, of course, the suspense of the match, because it went from one side to the other, to the other, to the other. I mean, until the very end, you had no idea who would win. And, you know, it just all happened on one point to make the decision coming to Carlos Alcaraz. So I think this match, if I had to remember one match from last year, would be the match. Number 2, the rise of Feka and Emboko. Those 2 players are the future of tennis. I will start with Victoria Emboko. She's Canadian. She's played an incredible season. She was out of top 100. She killed it this year. She won Masters 1000. She had some downs after that because suddenly the pressure became too high. But at the end of the season, she won again a 250. So she arrived like a bomb in the tennis world and the WTA world. The quality of her game, her physical assets, her personality. I mean, she has a whole package and she's definitely the future of tennis. I'm super happy to see her coming up so fast. And I want to say the same for João Fonseca from Brazil. This year, he continued to rise. He had also some ups and downs. He also experiences crazy pressure. You can imagine how much the Brazilian fans are behind him, which is positive, but also a lot of responsibility for such a young guy. When he had some downs, he always bounced back and is rising. So if you look at his ranking year after year, it's going like a bomb. He's the future of men's tennis. He's potentially someone who can, in the next years, probably not next year, but in the next years, compete with Alcaraz and Sinner, because he has everything for that. And I love both Emboko and Fonseca on and off the court. On the court because of the tennis they play, their potential, their physical assets, they have the full package, and of course the mental side. When I say off the court, I mean it's on the court, but it's not purely tennis. It's the ability to bring everyone with them. They both have already so many fans, and I can feel that she can do something big for tennis, potentially an icon. And I say the same for João Fonseca. He already has so many fans. That's a joke. Wherever he plays, you have an incredible Brazilian crowd. A lot of guys follow him on tour already. We cannot wait to see them at the highest level, but they're on their way. My third favorite of the season is a rise again, but it's not a rise of a young player. It's the rise of probably one of the most exciting guys to watch. He was always ranked between 30 and 50, but this year he made a huge progress. I'm talking about the Bubik enemy. Of course, Bubik. What a season. He's top 15 in the world. He's played some incredible matches. He's been consistent, which is something that was never happening before. He was losing always to the top guys, and he was not regular. He was doing one good result and then disappearing for a few weeks or months. This year he's been crazy confident, and believe it or not, it was the moment he was so close to giving up. He was, okay, I'm gonna take holidays for I don't know how long. I'm done with tennis. I can't make any good result, and then suddenly he exploded. And listen to that. He's the only player besides Carlos Alcaraz who beat Sinner this year in a full match without him retiring. To see Bubik play many more matches, that's the best thing that can happen to us, because when he's on the court, who doesn't love to watch him? Not only his qualities as a tennis player, but he's a showman. He's one of the ones who using the underarm serve so much. He loves to drop shots. I mean, similar to Moutet, our French guy, when Bubik plays, you never know what's going to happen, and you never know which shot he's going to play, because he's unpredictable. And I wish he can continue in the next years, because we love to see him play. My number 4, and believe me, I struggle not to put it number 1, to be honest, is UTS in Nîmes. I mean, I think those footage of this crazy court have been viral all over the world. An antique stadium, that's where it took place for this UTS in Nîmes. You know, I remember the players coming inside the court for the first time for practice and looking at the stadium and telling me, what the hell is that? Never seen a court like this. That was unreal. And the court was packed, 12,000 people. I think it's incredible memories for everyone, of course, for the people from Nîmes, but also for all the players and for us as the organizers of the event. I think it was really special, and I'm very happy because we're coming back to Nîmes in 2026. And I don't forget that we're very proud this year to have brought also for the first time UTS to Latin America. We went to Guadalajara. We're going to come back next year too in Mexico. So we're very proud of it. And we're very proud also to have brought UTS to Asia for the first time in Hong Kong. It was a great success too. And the season is not over. We have the grand final in a few days in London. It's the grand final, so it's always special. It's the best players of the season. We expect a big crowd like we had last year already, and I can't wait. It's going to be extremely exciting. See you in London between the 5th and the 7th of December. Favorite moment of 2025, number 5, the rivalry between Sinner and Alcaraz. What a rivalry, because those guys are so close, because they're so dominant, because they play such amazing tennis. We're lucky to have those two. Of course, we remember the trio with Novak, Roger and Rafa. It's a duo this time, but what they've done this year, and this is what I want to talk about, it's unbelievable. They played for the first time in history 3 Grand Slam finals in a row in a single year. This simply never happened in the history of our game. Roland-Garros, Wimbledon, US Open, and on top of it, they played the final of the ATP finals. So, I mean, such dominance, such level of tennis, such rivalry in which one beats the other one understands what he needs to work on and comes back in the next tournament, and it's the other one who wins, and then the first one. I mean, this rivalry is a joke. If you look at the level of tennis they play and how much they still improve because or thanks to that rivalry, that's what makes it so magic. But also the number of points and the difference between them and the number 3, which is as many points as between the number 3 and the number 1000 in the world. It says everything about how unbelievable they are and how much it's going to be difficult for a third one or a fourth one to get into the loop and have a chance to win a Grand Slam in the following years. 2025 is over, and here are the 5 things I would love to see in 2026. I tell you straight away, some of my answers will surprise you, and if you guess the number 3, you're a genius. Let's start with number 5. What I would love to see in 2026 is Coco Gauff winning another Grand Slam. She's won already 2. She's extremely young still, and I feel she can start to do more. She can start to win 2, 3 per year. That's always been a goal for her, to really win a lot of Grand Slams. I think there are some areas in her game that need to progress. Even her strengths can be better. I know she's working hard, so I know the progress will be made. We want to see Coco compete to win those Grand Slams, and why not, fight for the number 1 spot with Arena, fight with Rybakina, with Anisimova, with Swiatek. All those girls are close. Of course, for the moment, Arena is number 1 without any doubt. I really feel that Coco has a place there. She has a spot, she has the level. There are a few things that need to be improved in her game, and if she makes those improvements, she can win 1 or several Grand Slams next year, and this is what I want to see for 2026. Number 4, I want to see a third guy between Alcaraz and Sinner, because they're dominating too much. I mean, that's great. We have unbelievable matches. We were so excited by the trio with Novak, Roger, Rafa. That was so incredible. If we could have the same, that would be amazing. And I'm dreaming about this third guy. I'm just thinking, who can it be? It can be a few guys, but at the moment, I don't feel they're ready yet. So I think the chances to see that in 2026 are small, but I would love to see it. Ben Shelton, it can be Fonseca, but he will need more time. It can be Jack Draper, but he has to stay injury-free. I mean, there are a few guys who potentially can really cause problems to those 2 guys, but they need to progress. They're not at that level yet. They're close, they have a good mindset, but they're not at the level yet. I hope one of them will make enough progress in the next 6 months to potentially start to be a threat for them at the end of 2026. We're at number 3 now. I told you, you're not going to find this one. I would love to see in 2026 a comeback from Serena. Why not? We've all seen the footage of Serena ripped. She's ready physically. She's worked hard. She looks so fit, so ready. She loves tennis. Novak said he would love to see her back. She posted video of herself playing tennis. So why not? I would love to see if she can compete at the age she has without playing one single tournament for 3 years, giving birth for the second time. Can she compete with the best? Because she's Serena, she's the best of all times. So if she's ready physically, if she's done the practice that she can do to get ready, what is the level? I would love to see that. And I know I'm not the only one. Number 2 is my guys that are suffering. I would like to see Stefanos Tsitsipas and Holger Rune come back to their best level. For Stefanos, it has been difficult the last 2 years. He's also constantly struggling with back problems. I know he has it in his racket. I know how unbelievable he can play still. So I really wish for 2026 for him to come back to his best level, which is definitely being in the top 5 in the world. Stefanos played 2 Grand Slam finals, 3 semifinals of Grand Slams. That's where he belongs. You know, we miss him. We really miss him being at the top. So that's one of my wish. And my second guy, Holger Rune, it's a different situation, of course, for him. But he got a very bad injury. He broke his Achilles tendon, which is super bad and takes a lot of time. And I've loved to see what we all saw on the social media, him working hard on one leg on the court, doing a lot of fitness. If he uses that time well, that time that he will spend out of the court to take big decisions for his career, for his future, to work hard, maybe at the end we'll think that was a blessing. Difficult to think this now, but maybe we will in the future. And I know that he's working hard and giving his best, so I have high hopes for him. My hope for 2026 is to see him come back and kill it straight away, which I think he can do. And my number 1, that would be amazing, is to see Novak win at least one last Grand Slam. It's never been so difficult because, as we all know, Sinner-Alcaraz are killing the game. They're so much above everybody. When Novak had to play them, he said it was too difficult, too high, especially in 5 sets. The chances are small. I mean, Novak himself says it. But how amazing it would be for him, who is the greatest of all time on the men's side, to win one last Grand Slam in the era of Alcaraz and Sinner and score that unbelievable 25th Grand Slam.